What's up, you guys? Okay, so today is, well, it's past 12, so is it? Yes, it's past 12. So technically, yesterday, April 30th, was the premiere of the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. I first heard about the movie in August of 2009. I knew that it was going to be made, and I probably knew before a lot of other people. I followed the movie ever since August '09. And I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting, and today I was like, wow, it's like already here. So what did I think? Me, one of the hugest Nightmare on Elm Street fans ever. What did I think of the movie? It sucked balls. And I don't mean just balls. I mean big, hairy monkey balls. Horrible. It was so bad. I wanted to throw up and spit in whoever's face that like made that movie, because I don't even know their name. I don't even want to know their name because they're not worth me knowing their name because that movie was horrible. Okay. So in this review, I'm basically going to talk about the pros, and I'm also going to talk about the cons, which means like likes and dislikes. Yeah. Before I start this off, I just want to tell you that the original version is 2,000 times better and will be always be better in my heart than the remake because it didn't add up at all. I mean, I don't just mean that because, I saw the remake first. I mean, I saw Friday the 13th first, and I thought it was amazing, and I thought nothing could ever beat it. And when I seen that there was a remake coming out, I wanted to, like, kill everybody because I was like, wow, the Friday the 13th is such a classic horror movie. Why would they remake it? And when they did remake it, I loved it. So don't say just because I watched the original first, that's why I like it, because it's not. So the first thing that I wanted to mention about the movie that I didn't like is jump scenes. Scenes that make you jump can be good to a certain extent. If you put a jump scene in a movie every 3 seconds, it's gonna make people just be like, wow, I'm kind of used to it. And that's all the movie does is scare me because there's jump scenes, and it cannot scare me any other way. I mean, seriously, it was just full of jump scenes, and that's all it was. And I didn't like it. Get this through your head. Heather Langenkamp as Nancy Thompson. I don't see it any other way, and neither should you. When I first learned about the Nightmare on Elm Street movie remake, everybody was mad at the fact that they were remaking a movie. But me, one of the biggest fans in the entire world, try me, I approved of it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't highly approve of it, but I'm going to give it a chance because, people just want to sit there and they want to remake stuff that they really believe they can make better. In which most of the time they don't make better, and in this case, they didn't. The Nightmare on Elm Street song was used one time in the whole movie, and it was during the beginning credits. It really depressed me. It really did. And Nancy's house is no longer the Elm Street house. This movie was horrible. Horrible. It really ruined Elm Street tradition, and I just think they should have also included stuff like that we rely on. But Michael Bay, you suck. I really enjoyed Rooney Mara as Heather, but I do not see her as Heather. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed her as Nancy, but I just don't see her being a heroine of a movie series. I'm sorry. She was not near as good as Heather Langenkamp was as Nancy, but she did good. I'm not gonna lie. Please raise your hand if you want the old Freddy look back. This look sucked. It was just horrible all around. He looked like a cat. His eyes were like, it was bad. It really was. There's so much I want to tell you about the movie, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. I want you to go watch it, by yourself. And I want to, this is just my opinion. I want you to give yourself your own opinion. Leave a video response about it. But I'm not done yet. I'm still ranting on about this because there's a lot more to cover. Out of the Elm Street series, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, New Nightmare, Freddy vs. Jason, and now this one. Um, let me just sort this out for you. Number 4, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, is my favorite movie out of the whole Nightmare on Elm Street legacy, and that's what I think, in my opinion, is the best. People would probably are gonna comment this and be like, "Yo, you're crazy. Are you serious?" The original is definitely by far the best, and all the other ones just got stupid. I'm not gonna lie, the original was great. The second one was great. The third one was alright. The fourth one was amazing. The fifth, sixth, and everything else besides A New Nightmare sucked. I can get into Freddy vs. Jason sometimes, but not really. Everything else sucked. But the fourth one, it just brings a sense of character to me. I get really into it. I get really into all the characters. I love researching on all this stuff. I love to act like they are in my life and I'm a part of them movies. There's just something about the fourth one that just has so many more characters and so much more like stuff to it. It's just the deaths are creative. You see stuff that you've never seen before in the fourth one. If you are a true Nightmare on Elm Street fan, you will know in the fourth one, Joey Crusoe gets killed by Freddy through his waterbed. He pulls him through the waterbed. They're fighting around a little bit, and Freddy recites a famous line of the fourth movie. How's this for a wet dream? That quote is recited in the new movie, and I almost spit everywhere. I just wanted to just walk out of the theater then. No. Especially since the fourth one is my favorite. You don't quote stuff, Michael Bay. You don't quote quotes from the fourth movie. I don't care what you do from the first, second, third, fifth, sixth, Freddy vs. Jason, New Nightmare. I don't care. You do not quote the fourth movie and suck at it. That quote does not belong in a movie as bad as this one. See, now the setup of this movie is highly different from the original. It tells more of the background information, but the background information in the new one really is wicked different from the first one, and I just like the first, better. And um, they, I'm not gonna tell you. I really want to, but I can't. And now, time for my likes of the remake. I didn't like anything. Bye. And also, P.S. This is the craziest movie I have ever been to. Not because of the movie. We're sitting there and we're watching the movie, getting into it, and all of a sudden you hear, "Sit your fucking ass down!" People yelling. So I look over and these two guys are yelling at each other, and all of a sudden this guy fucking punches this other guy, and they start fucking fist fighting in the middle of the fucking movie. And he just walks out, and then all these kids were like, "Oh, yo, you just got your ass beat," and they were all like, "Ugh, kill me."